I grew up in the Los Angeles area. I started taiko in 1975. Before that, I had been playing Western drums since I was around 9. The thing about taiko is that the sound really attracted me. It's a sound that you not only hear with your ears, but you feel all the way to your bones.
I grew up in inner city Los Angeles. Very funny thing, but I met Kenny Endo the same night that I met taiko. It was 1976, and it was the first time I ever saw taiko, and I saw it at the Senshin Obon in Los Angeles, California.
I had a great teacher in San Francisco, Tanaka Sensei, and he actually encouraged me to eventually go to Japan if I was really serious about it. So in 1980, I was finally able to go, originally intending to stay a year or two, and the more I studied, and the more I realized how little I knew. So we ended up staying 10 years. She also went to Japan initially to study no mask making and did taiko as well. We were dating, but we didn't actually get married till 1983.
We had 2 kids born in Japan, and when they were about 3 and 1, we decided we wanted to move back to the United States and raise them. And Kenny had received a scholarship from the East-West Center to continue his studies in a graduate program.
And so he was a student in our program. So I think what's really kind of important and significant about Kenny's position in terms of being a musician is that he was not only a musician, but he also was interested in being a scholar, that is, being reflexive about the music that he made. And also he's cool in terms of his music, because he can play with anybody, and I mean anybody.
I first saw Kenny Endo perform in 1991 when he was a guest artist with Kaiser Neptune, who was doing a performance at the Jefferson Hall at East-West Center. And so that was the first time in my life that I saw taiko, because I had just moved here from Germany basically the year before, and I was so intrigued that after the performance I got all my courage together and I walked up to this guest artist saying like, wow, this is amazing, I've never seen this. Do you teach? Can I study this somewhere? And he said, oh, I just happened to move here and I'm starting to teach taiko to the College of Continuing Education, which is now the Outreach College. So he basically offered a class to the community, and I was one of his first students to sign up.
Well, I feel it's important to share what I have learned over the years. When we were growing up, we really didn't have the chance to study taiko because what we call kumidaiko, or the ensemble drumming, was not in existence in the United States at that time.
Well, in 1994, we moved our classes out and we started the Taiko Center of the Pacific, our school for traditional and contemporary Japanese drumming. And that was to perpetuate the art of taiko and also to create new music. And the very first performance that our youth group did was actually in 1994 for the opening of Stage 2 of the Japanese Culture Center of Hawaii.
And then I signed my son up for taiko lessons when he was 8 years old, and that was the start of a long friendship. And Chizuko had such a magical way of teaching the keiki, and adults too, the growth that my son experienced in taiko, that I've been fans of theirs ever since, and they've been very supportive of all the activities that I've been involved in too.
Over all the years, including everywhere I've taught, there's probably been about 10,000 students.
The embodiment of what they do is to show that you can be American and you can be, in this case, Japanese at the same time, and celebrate both sides of your culture.
The Japanese Cultural Center of Hawaii is recognizing Kenny and Chizuko Endo and the Taiko Center of the Pacific for their lifetime work promoting Japanese taiko drumming and serving our community and teaching the current and future generations.
So I feel not only an obligation, but a kind of a desire to pass on that knowledge to anybody who's interested from all ages.
if I can share my joy of playing taiko, especially with young children, hopefully they will find joy in it as well and continue it for future generations.